All right, so I made my way back to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. You know, that interlude party, I expressed that I was a little bit disappointed with that. It was a little lackluster, but then I did have some folks in the comments kind of explain the upside to that episode, and maybe there was a little bit more to it than what I gave it credit for, so I'm glad about that. But I was worried people might think that I had abandoned the show because, you know, I liked that episode not so much, and then I haven't put one out in about 2 weeks. But Christmas came along. Also, kind of had my nose to the grindstone to make sure I make it through all the Attack on Titan stuff before the new episodes come out. But I have all the Attack on Titan stuff already in the can, already scheduled to be released, so now I can turn my attention back to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood for a few days, and then going forward, you know, I can just kind of keep juggling like I was there for a while before December hit and I realized just how soon the new episodes of Attack on Titan were going to be out. But having jabbered on long enough, let's just see what this next episode, episode 28, is that where I'm at now? Yes, let's see what episode 28 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood has in store. And we really got this rockin' OP. I don't know, was this rockin' OP in episode 27? I can't remember now. But it's definitely different. I was really grooving to that last, you know, they have just the right amount of episodes on an OP here with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood that I really start feeling it, really start getting into it, and then boom, it's gone and they give me a new one. But I do want to take just a few minutes here during the OP just to mention to everybody that I do have a Patreon. I know many of you are already aware of that Patreon, but if you want to check it out and you haven't done so far, there is a link in the video description. And I feel like my seat, I got a new seat, and I feel like it's too low. So I'm going to sit on a book. I think that's better. I feel taller already. All right, and we're getting into a new episode. We got a skull with a candle in it. This looks like a really sinister alchemical laboratory. And yes, it is Gluttony. Bringing Al to meet Father. At least that's what I'm really hoping we're going to get to see here. That's what I was expecting to see during the interlude party. So let's see how this goes down. He's just like proclaiming that it is a sacrifice. There's no introductions. There's no easing into it. You're just jumping straight into the cold water first thing. Oh boy. So he probably won't recognize Alphonse, but Alphonse recognizes Father, doesn't he? Ah, the name of the episode is Father. This is more like what I was waiting for. Oh man, Gluttony's like splitting open. Is Edward gonna come out too? Are we gonna have a big family reunion here? I love Gluttony just writhing and that eyeball in his abdomen and the lightning and the arms. And I forgot, I guess we got Envy in there too, don't we? Envy is huge, breaking out of Gluttony, out of that lost dimension. So we see Envy. Where's Edward? Where's Ling from Jing? Oh, Alphonse doesn't expect Envy to look like this. Oh, all those faces from Xerxes. Oh, there's Al. I mean, Edward. Of course there's Al. Oh, he's no longer in the void, but he saw Al's human form and knows that it can still be rescued, so he got a mission. And Al is so happy that Edward's still alive. I love these moments. You gotta love that tearful reunion. How much these brothers love each other, because they've really had. Both of their parents have been gone for so long. Oh, and look at this. Edward apologizes to Al for worrying him, even though, you know, Edward was trying to help Al in his own way. Oh, and there's Hohenheim. Is it recognition? Yeah, because he talked to him not all that long ago, right? He's the one who warned him or whatever. Oh, I gotta admit, Al and Edward are handling this a little bit more calmly than I expected. I expected a whole lot of yelling and lunacy here that we're not quite seeing yet. So is there like a multiple personality issue here? Because it looks like he is not admitting he's Hohenheim. So does he just look like Hohenheim? Like is Hohenheim made in this guy's image? Oh, so this isn't necessarily, oh boy. This just got way more curious and interesting to me. I did not expect this twist. I thought I had this one figured out entirely, but boy, was I wrong. You had me fooled, Mr. Father. So we got to figure out, why is Hohenheim a clone or a twin or something of this guy, this father guy? Oh, wow. Look how easily he did that. Just very powerful alchemist here. Healing everybody up. He could heal the flesh as well as the metal. That is a little bit different for alchemy, isn't it? So, even though I know this guy's sinister, right? He's got to be sinister making all of these homunculi, and he wants to sacrifice Al and Edward here, but he's also like healing him up. But I guess he's healing him so they'll be in good shape for sacrifice. It's confusing me because he's acting nice when I know he's sinister. No equivalent exchange, so dealing with Philosopher's Stone stuff here. Oh, and what's Ling gonna do here? This might not go well for Ling. Oh, Hohenheim's suspicious of Ling. I kind of think there's something below the surface on Ling, too. Oh, wow. Gluttony was given the green light to eat Ling. Oh, my goodness. And it seems like Ed and Al are just playing along with being a sacrifice. Oh, yeah. Al sharing the information he's picked up along the way with Edward, of course. Oh, man. So him and Ling are not making friends. Oh, wow. Comparing Ling to like worm or a bug. Thinks of humans as nothing but worms and bugs. Yeah, it's unpleasant. Oh, and wow. Edward just decided to get aggressive? We still have irreconcilable differences. I love the way he phrased that. Like, you healed me, but we're still not cool yet. Oh, he just called him a pipsqueak. Yeah, there we go. There's our classic losing his temper moment. But I'm surprised he's being so aggressive in this situation. But I guess it is a good way narratively just to show us how powerful Hohenheim is, because he's going to brush all this aside. Oh, Ling's not much use in this either. I mean, he's a pretty good sword fighter, but I don't know that sword fighting works in an alchemy battle. Yeah, pretty impressed with the ease at which this father character can use the alchemy. And I absolutely thought it was Hohenheim all this time. I've got to really change my perspective on the show now. Oh, Scar's still out there. The little girl's still out there. Oh, there's the real Hohenheim. So maybe he's not as bad as I thought. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's even worse. Maybe Father's the good guy and Hohenheim's still the bad guy. But I want to see Hohenheim show up now. I got to understand what's the deal with these two clones. Oh, he's managed to like shield them from their alchemy, it looks like. That's the degree of power he has. Oh, Gluttony kind of got a... Oh, I've heard of a sword swallower, but never quite like the way Gluttony did it. But yeah, Father has the power to cut them off from the source or to shield them or something. But yeah, Envy looking pretty gruesome here. So is this Father guy kind of the source of the power of the alchemy and he can just take it away at will? Oh man, you can't trust Envy. Never make a deal with the deadly sin and expect him to keep it. He told Envy that Envy talks too much. I've heard that before. Oh, so maybe he's trying to... Oh, he's got the third eye in his forehead there. So maybe he's having a new opinion here on Ling. Oh, a Philosopher's Stone in his forehead. That's what that third eye was. Oh, is he going to turn Ling into a homunculus? Oh, no. So which sin is Ling going to get? Do we have Pride yet? Have we already seen Pride? I can't remember who we've seen. Like the street light. I don't remember who that was. So who's he going to turn? Sloth? It'd be great if Ling got turned into Sloth and was suddenly very, very lazy. I know most of my deadly sins from the movie 7, so I'm struggling to remember what else is out there. Oh no! Oh, so Ling wants to become a homunculus. Like that's all part of his plan here. He wanted to find a philosopher's stone, bring back immortality to Jing, and this is just one way to do it. He was going to tie up and take back gluttony. Now it'll be within him. So he's volunteering to become a homunculus. So which one will he be? Just because I can't think of very many and I don't think sloth works, I'm going to say pride. Oh, wow. So what kind of physical transformation is Ling going to have here? Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be pride because he's, kind of bragging, flexing about how he's going to be an emperor now. Oh, wow. This is some cool visuals here with this transformation from human to homunculus. So were all the homunculi once human? Or is this something that goes with like Ling? I know Bradley was human once. Oh, wow. Where is this place? So is this inside the Philosopher's Stone? Is the Philosopher's Stone just a gateway to this kind of vortex or void here? This is really cool. I love this. This is almost like Doctor Strange kind of stuff. So this, I'll call it a demon for lack of a better word, but this sinister entity is really cackling away at what he's about to do to Ling here. So he's going to try to use like this sinister power for non-sinister reasons. I like that. Kind of like Spawn style. Oh, avarice? I didn't even think about avarice, but avarice is just greed, and we've already seen greed. But did greed get destroyed, or is greed still out there? Maybe he's going to remake greed. So maybe he is avarice. I can't remember what happened to greed at this point. Ling is gone. Oh no. Greed. It is greed. Okay, so greed was destroyed. I remember there was something with Bradley. Maybe that's what happened to greed. I need to go back and look at that. Oh, that was great. And I was convinced he was going to become pride, but then, he's the entity's throwing around the word avarice, and he's going to be greed. So greed has been reborn in Ling's body. This is a cool twist. This might be my favorite episode so far. I don't know. It's a little early to say it. The episode's not over, but I like a double twist like we've gotten so far. So he is still greed, but he's not the same greed. So does any of Ling's will still exist in this body? Is this another thread in the plot that we get to follow? Is Ling trying to maintain the power of the homunculus, but also bring his soul back into the container? Oh, what did Scar turn into? What was that? So is Scar able to turn into some kind of creature? Or did they just hide? I don't know what happened there with Scar and the little girl. Xiao Fan, is that her name or is that the teddy bear's name? They just burst out of something. I want to see Scar do some battle here. We saw him hold his own against Gluttony. No, Xiao Mei is the little panda bear. But we've seen Scar battle pretty good. I don't think he could stand up to this father character, but it'd be a fight I'd like to see. Nobody could, I wouldn't care who lost in that battle probably. Though I'm following the story enough to know that Scar isn't really the villain that he was framed to be in the first few episodes. So, does she not believe he can be so short, or what's going on? She's Twitter-pated. She's crushing on him. She was picturing this handsome guy, and now she's seen a beat-up kid with a bandage on his head. I guess he's way shorter than she expected. She's heartbroken. Never meet your heroes, they say. I guess he did not live up to her expectations. She called him the size of a grain of rice. She's not exactly 7 feet tall. I mean, come on. Who are you talking to here? Well, they're just kind of standing around, taking everything in. I'm surprised by the lack of urgency from that father character. Okay, so Gluttony, is he fighting or is he trying to give a hug? Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, is she? The little girl is now going to beat up Edward. She went from being in love with him to now she wants to fight him. Well, she had a crush on a guy she'd never met, and it's his fault he didn't live up to her expectations. Oh, so it isn't easy being a Full Metal Alchemist these days. And their alchemy isn't working at all, so they're really up a creek here. Oh, yes, he got this information from Envy there, so now he can tell Scar what happened. Maybe they can work together here, which is kind of what I've been waiting for from pretty early on. Oh, so how's Envy just going to stand there and like say, yeah, whatever? Is he going to lie about it? Is Envy going to handle this inevitable attack from Scar, and his father going to get involved? So many factions here. Uh-oh. Oh no, there comes the slobbery tongue of gluttony. But he was waiting for it. Okay, good for you, Scar. Got to get up awfully early in the morning to get the jump on old Scar here. Oh man, I want to see what Scar can do here. I've been so impressed with how much power he has. And there's no reason for me to want him to hold back here. So I want to see what he does to Envy. Is he like Mustang level powerful? Will we get to see him do to Envy what Mustang did to Lust? Oh, wow. Ling just kind of watching and chuckling. Oh, and Father doesn't get into the mix himself. He lets his underlings do it. So he's sending Greed, formerly known as Ling, to go in here and just get rid of Scar. But yeah, it looks like any aspect of Ling's personality is gone now that he's become Greed. I don't think he understood what he was signing up for. Or maybe he does and he's got a trick up his sleeve in the void or wherever he's at now. Oh no, turn around. Don't let Gluttony get the little girl and the panda bear. Let's see. Oh, Scar has given Envy all he can handle, or all he and or she they can handle. Oh, Scar just used it full force on Father's face before he got turned off. So I don't know how anybody's going to defeat Father. After what I just saw there, I don't know how anybody, I don't know what hope Edward has if that's like the big bad for this show. Oh no, Gluttony can't get the little girl, Lao Fan. Oh, she wants Xiaomei to run. Get the panda bear out of there with the stunted growth. Oh, man. Al, even without his alchemy, still the hero. She's still like... Oh, my goodness. She's still not wanting to be friends with the Elric brothers here. Oh, I forgot all about the Chimera. That's what they burst out of, because they had all these Chimera guards. You know, that whole interlude party made me forget where I was in the show. I'm telling you. It's coming back to me now. Now, does Scar have all of his power taken away? Like, is everybody's alchemy gone? Are they going to have to just duke it out with these monsters now? Oh, Al's telling him like it is. He'd love to beat him to death, but he doesn't have time for that right now. He just wants to save the little girl from Jing. I mean, the girl comes from the land of Jing. He's not trying to save her from something called Jing. Uh-oh. Now they're kind of pinned in with Envy showing up. Oh, he's willing to just... Okay, so he still has some alchemy power. He just threw Al's head. He threw Al's helmet like a projectile weapon. I guess that's a steam bomb he created. Al didn't appreciate it. You know, give a guy heads up before you toss his noggin at a homunculus. Ooh, igniting the hydrogen like an H-bomb? That is crazy. Oh, so the guy got away. Did he manage to take the little girl with him? Gluttony is looking pretty bad. I don't think he's taken the explosion very well. Oh, does it look like Ling has like that stone skin ability that Greed had in the previous form that he was in too? Oh man. So are Edward's powers depleted or gone? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I don't know exactly what Father's capable of or like what Father is yet. Oh, reminded him of Lan Fan, you know, the one who I think's going to get that Automel arm in Rush Valley. Oh! Oh, he just broke Edward's arm! Oh. This is going to take him to the Fuhrer. Looks like at least Scar got away, right? So maybe Scar can convince Mustang to come help these guys out. I don't know. This is Edward, classic Edward. He won't give up on anybody, and he's not going to give up on Ling. Even though he's only known the guy for a few days, he's going to do what's right. But yes, this was a much more exciting episode for me than the interlude party. I'm glad we got back on track, and boy, did we get back on track in style. We had a couple of big stunners, at least to me. I was stunned finding out that Hohenheim and the father of the homunculi were not actually the same person. They're two people, two entities, I don't want to call either of them a person yet, that look exactly alike, and I can't wait to find out the reason for that. And then to find out that Ling was willing to become a homunculus, though I don't think he expected it to work out the way it did. It worked out the way it did. And now Greed, an entity calling himself Greed, is now in Ling's body. And this is not looking good for anybody, but I think Scar got away. Can't wait for Mustang to show up and maybe burn a homunculus or two to death again, because things are just getting accelerated quickly here. But with all that, I'm just going to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you think you might be in a position to support the channel on Patreon, there is a link in the video description. Please go check it out. Join the Patreon in order to receive early access to reactions and reviews, as well as extended cuts of the reactions and occasional bonus videos taking a look behind the scenes, as well as chat and polls to help me plan things to cover for the future of the channel. Thank you.